Hi, this is Dr. Dan Hebert of the Duxbury Animal Hospital, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about ear infections in pets. So, most people feel that ear infections that dogs and cats get are essentially the same as what people get. To some extent, that's the case, but it's actually a pretty small number of pets that get the same kind that people get. The reason for this, people thinking that way, are mostly due to the fact that pets are getting ear infections around the same time of the year as humans, and around here in the Northeast, that's summertime. With humans, it's usually swimmer's ear, either contaminated water or just water sitting in the ear will get behind the eardrum and cause a problem. It's not really the case in dogs and cats, and that tends to lead to a lot of confusion because people think, well, my animal doesn't swim, how did it get swimmer's ear? So the first thing is to consider the anatomy of the ear in the dog and cat. So here's an example. This is the dog's ear, and you can see that it's this long tube of skin before it even gets to the skull, which is right here. So a human, their ear canal would basically end here, but we've got this long tube, 90-degree turn of cartilage, so it's a pretty long structure. And as such, anything that's going to cause irritation to the skin of that ear canal is going to lead to an infection of that outer canal. So we call it otitis externa, or otitis, inflammation of the ear of the outside part. And the same reasons why they get the ear infections are the same reasons why animals get hot spots, and it's that they're self-traumatizing. So in humans, when pollen and other allergens get in the air, they'll just kind of land on our skin and float on top of sweat. In dogs and cats, where they don't have sweat glands throughout their body like we do, they only have them in their feet. The skin is actually full of oil glands. Pollen and mold will land on the skin and actually get sucked down into the hair follicles and the glands. And that will then lead to the same kind of reaction of the body as pollen landing in our eyes. We want to rub it out and get it out of our nose. If animals do that to their skin and scratch incessantly, they're going to take bacteria that's sitting on the surface of the skin and actually force it into that. That's what gets rashes, or what we call hot spots in pets. In the case of the ears, it's the same thing. The skin of those ear canals are covered in yeast and bacteria pretty much all the time, but the healthy skin of the canal will keep it in check. If they start shaking their head or scratching their ears, they're going to cause damage to the inside of that ear canal, and that bacteria that is normally living safely is going to get into the deep tissue of the canals and cause infections. So just like skin and everything else, it's outdoor allergens that are causing the ears to be itchy. The itchiness of the ears leads to the infections. So the good news is we can usually treat it topically. We've come a long way with medications. We used to have to send owners home with bottles of cleaner to flush in there and medicine and fight their dog or cat. Nowadays, we can do a very thorough cleaning at the animal hospital and then put in a medicine that will last typically around 30 days. So you guys do nothing at home. We usually will do some anti-allergy medication on top of that. Most over-the-counter stuff that works for people, like Benadryl, just doesn't work in dogs and cats. So between those two treatments, we're usually able to get them feeling better within about 24 to 36 hours. And we're usually able to keep those infections in check as well. So there is that explanation. If you'd like to learn any more, give our animal hospital a call or check out our website. It's www.duxburyanimalhospital.com, and our number is 781-934-5300. Thank you so much.